Hi everybody, Kate here from Communicate. I am here today to talk about some of the best and worst things about Hawaii. I put a call out to my blog readers to think of some topics for me to talk about here on my YouTube channel, and this is one of the ones that they chose, so shout out to Jen and Alex for giving me this prompt. So I guess I'll just dive right in. I'm going to start with the worst things just because there's only a few for me. And I'll come right out and say that one of the hardest things for me about living here in Hawaii is just being so far from family and friends. We're about a 13 or 14 hour plane ride, 16 plus once you add in layovers. And so that gets pretty hard, especially missing birthdays and weddings and holidays. It takes its toll. We're coming up on 4 years here, so that's definitely one thing that we are excited to kind of have back in our lives once we make the transition to the mainland next summer. And so that is definitely probably my hardest thing about living here in Hawaii. Second is the traffic. The traffic going into Honolulu is some of the worst traffic I've ever experienced. I've sat in traffic in New York and DC before, and the traffic here rivals that. I have no idea that would be something that was such an issue here. I never would have guessed it. And then the third thing would be the cost of living. Everything's just a little bit more expensive here in Hawaii, from groceries to gas, a night out on a date, drinks, whatever you can think of. It's just a little bit more because it has to be shipped here, by plane just to get to the island. So I guess those are the worst things about living here. It's kind of hard to find things to hate about Hawaii. So let's dive into my favorite things. The beauty. There's beauty everywhere here. Beaches, hikes, mountains, just walking around and seeing flowers constantly in bloom, always having fresh fruit. There's so much to see and do. Our favorite thing to do on the weekend is take the dog to the beach. Judy loves to jump in the waves, and she loves to run in the sand and play with the coconuts and dig and just roll around and have a good time. And so it makes me happy to see her so happy. So that's definitely my favorite thing about living here. The nice weather year-round is perfect. I can always go outside, have dinner outside, drinks outside, eat out at restaurants, be out on the deck, on the lanai. It's wonderful. I've never lived in a climate like this before, so that's definitely one of my favorite things. The food here is amazing. I mean, it is such an infusion of different cultures. There is this special little donut they have here. It's called a malasada, and it's basically hot dough with cream in the center, and then it's rolled in sugar, and oh my gosh, it makes me sick, but they are so good to eat. So if you're ever traveling here in Hawaii, I highly recommend getting a malasada. The food trucks up on the North Shore, fresh sushi, the coffee. Oh my goodness, I could talk for ages about my favorite coffee shops here on island. And on other islands as well. We've actually been fortunate enough to travel to all of them, and all food is outstanding on all of them. And then just the travel opportunities. Hawaii is an amazing location here in the Pacific to just be able to travel to California really easily, to go to Australia. We took a huge trip to Thailand last June, and it was amazing. So just being able to be in a position where I say easy, it was 20 hours to Thailand. So at the time I was so annoyed that it was taking so long. But overall, it's just a great location for whether you're, wanting to travel to Australia or New Zealand or hit up Japan, China. Okinawa is beautiful, I've heard, and I've always wanted to go there. So those are my definitely best and worst things. If you've ever lived here or traveled here, I'd love to hear what your best and worst things are about Hawaii, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye!